like
thought Laura
practice lane on,
was actually a beat Laura.
Yeah.
You're number one, right?
I was waiting for
Alright, the second match.
Yes. I had everything was. But yeah, she.
My mom watched it. My dad's from like grandma's. My grandma's like watched it. She's like, are they on Facebook? It's Steph Facebook.
And they said they were going to go to everyone until they go out.
Perfect. All right, we will be starting here live, just finishing up practice from Sunset Lanes in Moorhead. Trying to get a good camera angle here. Yep. I see you pick they want to start. Lucas said you guys got both your practice calls done. Okay. Lucas, you're on the seat, so you get to choose.
Yeah, start first.
Okay, you guys know the most styles, right? And both of you guys do this, so whenever you guys are ready, just put over A, B, whatever if you want, however you want to.
That's the way one game, or do I gotta wait 2 games?
Just one game.
Just one game?
Yep, you can go down on 23 and 24 in practice.
I was 5th. And got 6th.
On the other side.
Alright. Alright, you guys got it. Okay. Now you get to choose. Good? Yep. All right. Hello, Kevin. Hope you're enjoying your weekend off. Glad that Cooper was at team trials. Looked like he did really well for his first year down there. Definitely missed him up here, so. All right, we are just underway. We have 23 and 24 is in practice. All right. Getting everybody situated here, so I'm kind of bouncing around here. But we are beginning right in front on your left-hand side is flight number 1. And they both started off with strikes in the first frame. Ethan, who had to advance in a 9th or 10th frame roll-off to get to the step ladders here, has a big split to start with, and he is facing off against Lucas Hensrud, whose mom has been a great help to me today, up here helping run brackets, and not only that, helping promote today's event. Had a great turnout of 34 kids up here in Moorhead, Fargo area. Lucas able to get a double here. And off to the left side here, you can kind of see on 15 and 16 there is flight number 2, which newcomer Jordan Voss is going up against Justin Schreier, both from the Fargo area. And then on the right hand side, you have flight number 3 going on. We have a couple girls facing off against each other. Kennedy Badawa there just throwing the 8 counts. She's going to her sister, now is a freshman down at Ottawa College, in case she might start watching. She is going up against Kelly Emerson. Alright. So on our feature pair in flight number 1, Lucas had a 9 spare in the 3rd frame, so Ethan is going up here in the 3rd and is able to get all 10 in the back. Today's shot is Dead Man's Curve, provided by Kegel. And flight number 1, the winner will be going on against Dylan Galley, who was the number 1 overall qualifier for today. It's our first time up here in the Fargo Moorhead area, and surprisingly, junior gold is pretty strong up here. We had just qualified 3 more people for Dallas up here. We had a girls division, a boys U15, and a boys U20. So 3 more qualified for Dallas today. Lucas has a 7 count here in the 4th frame. Leaves the sleeper pin on that one. So Lucas is sitting at a 75 after 4 frames. And Ethan has a double into the 4th, so he's sitting at 58 with another frame. Lucas comes back with a strike in the 5th. Keeps the pressure on. Ethan gets a 9 count. For those wondering, it is actually warmer up here in Fargo than it has been in southern Minnesota, where we're from, so just a tad bit windy yesterday. But we're all glad it's above 0. Ethan's able to convert into that spare. So after 4 frames, Lucas is at 75, Ethan is at 77. So pretty tight match for the girls over on the right-hand side. So we got Kennedy at a 45 in the 3rd, and Kelly, throwing up on the left lane, is sitting at 49. So another close match. Oh, just gets the 7 to that late fall. Lucas had the pin come around, just touched the 10 pin, but just didn't fall down for him. All right. And Lucas gets the 10 pin. And to get you caught up on flight number 2 on the very far left, we have Jordan sitting at a 31 in the third, and Justin is at 69. He had spare double and a spare, but Jordan's keeping up, been able to spare his frames, keeping the game. Lucas's another strike, sitting at a 115 in the 6th frame with the strike in the 7th. And Ethan gets a strike in the 7th, which gives him, let's see, he has a double going into it, so it's sitting at 117 plus this ball in the 6th. Lucas is definitely not going away for this match. Ethan throws another strike in the 8th to get a triple. Justin over there on the left on 16. Tough break. Just had his first open of this match. See what Lucas does. Big splits here. Kelly throws a 9 count, leaving the 5 pin. And Lucas able to get 3 out of him. Had the pin kick over, just not enough to hit that 10 pin. So catch up on your right hand lane for flight 3. Kelly, who's up here on the left lane, wasn't able to get that ball to move over to take up the 5 pin. Has a little lead over Kennedy after 6. She is sitting at a 108, and Kennedy is at a 70. Ethan's able to get another strike. Looks like he found his area. Found a line here for him. Justin over there able to make another strike. Give him a double. Jordan has a turkey going, so he's trying to close the gap. Justin's trying to keep him out of it. All right, so in the 10th frame, we got, let's see, Ethan up here. There's a strike, his first ball. Let's see what he throws his second ball with a 7 count. So Ethan will be going on against Dylan for your Flight 1 championship. And Ethan finishes with a 234. Jordan gets a 9 count there on 16. Didn't look like too bad of a ball, just not enough to carry that 9 pin. picks it up. So Jordan is sitting at a 130 after 7 frames with a spare in the 8th. And let's see, after 6 frames, Justin is at 122 with a strike in the 7th and 8th. All right, and Lucas finishes with a 171. Ethan advances with a 234 and will be coming up against Dylan here momentarily. Jordan on flight 2 was able to spare it out. It has 147 after 8 with a spare in the 9th. Let's see what Justin can do over here in this frame. That one just skidded down the lane. Take out the, it's like 6, 9, 10. So after, let's see, 7, Justin's at a 145, so 15 pin lead. And the winner of flight number 2 will go up against Gage. Shots. And Justin struggled on that one. Both times the ball just skidded down. Opens in the 9th frame with a 169 going here to finish the 10th frame. So Jordan definitely has a chance here. All right, and into flight number 3, Kennedy just finished up her 10th frame, finishing with a 147. Kelly just threw her first strike in the 10th frame. Also had a strike in the 9th, so she will be moving on. Kelly gets a double. And if he missed it over on the plate 2, Justin threw a big split. Wasn't able to convert it. Finishes with a 178. And Jordan strikes here in first ball on the 10th. So he's sitting at a 177. Just needs to keep it on the lane. All right, and Jordan gets a 7 count. So Jordan will be advancing into the championship match for flight number 2. Gets the 7 pin, finishes with a 185. All right, so we will have a little break in the action while the number 1 seeds all get their practice balls in here. All right. Gage and Ryan. So you're on this pairing. So you get 2 practice balls on each lane. You don't, because you just finished. Dylan, you get 2 practice balls on your pair for each lane.
17 and 18?
Yep. You'll be going up against Ethan. So, that's Ethan. 2 practice balls.
Golly. Ever so.
Who's going first?
All right, we are back.
That's my wife.
Okay. All right, Dylan's mom, we got you covered here. Dylan's starting out first on lane 17 with a split. Dylan is the number one qualifier for today. We also have flight number 2 off on the very left side. Number one qualifier for flight 2 was Gage, who just threw a strike there on lane 15. He's going against the first round winner, Jordan Voss. That will be going up here in the red shirt on 16. And Ethan right here in front in the blue shirt won his first round to face off against Dylan, and Ethan with another strike. Had quite a string of them going the first match. All right. And on your far right here on 19 and 20, we have flight number 3, which is Kelly Emerson. She won her first round match. Got a spare in her first frame and strike in her second frame. She's going up against the number one qualifier, Ryan Soyring. Or Soyring, sorry. Bunch of new names up here for me, that some new bowlers that we have not met before. So great to see a bunch of kids come out today. Battle on Dead Man's Curve. Kelly had the ball cross over on her, leaving the 5-pin for 9 counts. Ethan having a split here on his second ball. Let's see what Dylan can do here. And Dylan throws a strike. Kelly was able to make her 5-pin spare. Keep the pressure on Ryan. Ryan gets a 9 count. One of our several Detroit Lake bowlers that made the short drive down the road. The next few months, our Northwest Series will be up here in the North Dakota-Minnesota border. Today we're Moorhead. Next month we are in Detroit Lakes. And then in March we are in Fargo, just across the river. So we'll get to see a lot of these kids for the next few months. Hopefully with both Dan Amundsen and Dan Bianchi watching, hopefully the boys did well down at MJ at Treasure Island today. Kind of get you caught up here in Flight 2 on the very far left. We have Gage as the number 1 seed, has the front 4, and Jordan is strike spare, and just missed the 7 pin here in the 9th frame to have an 88 in the 5th. And seeing what Ethan can do here in the Flight 1 main match. Ooh. Had the pins knock around, just couldn't take out that 4 pin. Ethan, oddly enough, unlike him so far, is open in the 2nd and 3rd frame, so see if he can get this 4 pin out of the way. And he does. Spares it up. So after 3, Ethan is sitting at a 37 with a spare in the 4th. And let's see what Dylan gets here for his first ball. He has a spare in the 3rd. Sitting at a 39 plus this count to add to his lead. Gets another strike on 18, so after 3 we're sitting at 37 to 49. Dylan up by 12, but with the shot, watched it, still anybody's game. Dylan able to get a double here and get you caught up here on the very far left. Gage, who is just going up here beyond your screen as he goes through the approach on 16, has the front 6 and leaves the 9 pin on that throw. So definitely a good run for him. Ethan has a 7 count, baby split. Glad to see you watching, Kelvin. Hopefully everything's going well over in Little Falls area. Ethan looks like he's losing his line there. First game he was pretty dialed in at the end. That ball crossed over, leaving the 5-pin. And let's see, we'll get caught up here on the third flight here off to your right hand side. We have Kelly sitting with a 111 in the 7th frame. Ryan is going up into the 7th. He has an 86 in the 5th. So with a strike in the 6th frame. So let's see, take the lead here on this ball, depending on what it is. And he does with the strike. Dylan leaves the 2-pin here up on 18th, so let's see if he's able to spare this out, keep his lead going. And yes, Terry, we were watching the boys all bowl live stream today. So had the laptop playing, got to see one of our tournament bowlers, Corey Ballback, on live streaming game 2. Also Jackson Helen was in game number 1. And to Josh Kennedy's question, today, oddly enough, it was all kids. So one of the first tournaments we've had in a long time that's just been kids only. But tournaments are open to both youth and adults. They're separate divisions. Dylan able to get that 3-pin or 7-pin count spare. Dylan sitting at a 106 after 6 frames, and Ethan will be sitting at a 83 after 6. So, yeah. All right, so off on flight number 2, Gage was able to finish with a 244. So he'll be winning flight 2 up against Jordan. And Ryan's ball slid down that lane. Seen a lot of that today. Alright. Dylan able to get a strike there in the 8th frame. Trying to keep that lead. Dylan's getting quite a few shout outs from live stream. Alright, Dylan gets a 7 count, and we are going into the 10th frame here on flight number 3 on the right hand side, 19 and 20. Ryan gets a 9 count, sitting at a 169 after 9. He'll be today's winner. Unless Kelly strikes out, still has a slight chance here. Ryan picks up the 5-pin. see what Ethan does here in flight number 1 here in the blue shirt. Just didn't get the ball to move over enough. Dylan's keeping his lead here. Let's see what Ethan does here, and able to spare it. And Ryan strikes to finish his 12th ball. Finishes with a 189. And he will be your flight number 3 champion. Kelly's just finishing up here. Gets an 8 count to start her 10th frame. Alright, and Kelly finishes with a 158. So not bad for a newcomer coming into the tournament. Finishing 2nd place in flight number 3. And in the 10th frame here in flight number 1, Ethan throwing on the left lane, spares his first ball in the 10th. Giving him a 160 plus the shot. And finishes with a 166. And Dylan is sitting at a 156 in the 9th plus this ball. So needs 11 pins, or at least a mark here in the 10th to be able to win. Definitely leaves a ugly leave there. 1, 2, 4, 8, 10. Actually just needs to pick up 1 pin to win here. Sitting at a 166, so 1 pin to move on. And he does. Able to win 169 to 166. Or correction, 170 to 166. All right, next week we will be down in Albert Lea, so registration is up and running. So we'll see you next week.